Alright, I'm on a job today where a client had quite a few large oak trees taken down. I think it's around 7 or 8 of them, and looking to get the stumps ground as well as putting in a shed pad back here. It's been a little while since I've used the stump grinder. I think it's the first time I've used it this season, but last season I got a lot of use out of this thing. So just have to replace a couple teeth on it and then we can get to work here. But most of these stumps are between 2 to 3 feet a piece. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us grinding. And as you saw before, I also brought the excavator so that I can clean up not only around the stumps, but especially after you start grinding these bigger stumps, it just leaves a lot of chips, and it's way easier to scoop out the excess with the excavator, pop it in the Skidsteer bucket, and even, you know, pick out extra roots, extra material that you just can't grind. And especially since I want to make the shed pad here, and it's way easier to do it with the excavator versus trying to do it with the Skidsteer, especially with all the extra roots that'll be in the area. So I guess let's start this thing up and get it ready. Alright, all the teeth are tight. Replaced one tooth and greased everything, so should be good to go now. I guess we'll start on this stump right here. Alright, I figured it'll probably make a little bit more sense to have the ejections going into the woods instead of the yard. Alright, that ground up pretty easily. Took about 30 minutes, and I really only hit one rock at the end there, so hopefully all the rest of them go as easy as that one. Alright, so cutting that one wasn't too bad, but a little wobbly, and that is because I managed to shear the bolt holding one of the teeth hangers on, and it was, of course, a lead head, so one of the three is missing, so it does actually make this thing wobble pretty good. So as you can see in the hanger, there's some recessed Allen head bolts, and you can see that this one completely sheared. This one was fine, I was able to take it off, but, you know, it swung around and just broke the tooth and was stuck. So I ordered some more hangers, some more bolts, and some more teeth, though I probably could find these bolts somewhere. I'm gonna have to mess with this for a while to drill this out, because this is a threaded end. So I'll keep going with it as it is, and if it's getting too wobbly, I'll just pop two more of these hangers off. Fortunately, I don't think I have my Allen set with me, so I don't know if I can take the other hangers off. So probably just have to use it as it is for now. Hopefully no more problems. But basically right now I'm going to go get the excavator, clean up these stump holes over here, and then work on the shed pad while it's still light out. It's about noon right now, and been grinding stumps for about 2.5 hours, so pretty good pace. Even with the missing tooth, it's still grinding them all right. It's just that these are really big, solid oak stumps, so there's really only one. There's only 2 stumps left. There's one behind the machine and then another one to the far corner, so All right, so similar to how I did a previous shed pad on the channel, this client would like to have 4x6 border. So the shed is 16 by 12. So the exterior of this is kind of like an 18 by 14. So I grabbed two 16-footers that I'll use on the 14-foot sides, cut them down, and then I'm gonna lap over two 10-foot sections on the 18-foot side, since you can't get full sizes of timber that are more than 18 feet, or really more than 16. So my plan is, like the previous time, to basically cut out little overlaps so that I can place them over top of each other and screw them together. And I'm planning to do that this time completely with a chainsaw. So we'll see how that goes, and try and get this put together. The wonders of wintertime and it getting dark by like 4 o'clock. So I think it's like 4:30 right now and it's basically dark. But I ended up finishing the shed pad here. Had to run out and grab another couple yards of stone. I think in total there's 7 yards in here. And I'm pretty happy with how the border turned out, lapping all the sides. Of course, they're not perfect because it's long lengths of PT, which has warpage in it. And then after it starts drying, it'll start warping more. But overall, I got it pretty square. And then touched up the sides with the excess dirt I dug out so that it holds it in for now. And then in the spring, I'm going to be coming back and redoing the lawn space anyways, since after they had the trees out and me grinding, you know, the lawn back here was already bad, and now it's just going to be mud. This will be ready for the shed next week, and I'm going to be back tomorrow to finish grinding the last few stumps over there and then just doing the cleanup of the ground space. Okay, I got all the piles of chips cleaned up, did a little bit of rough grading just to take some lumps and humps out of where I was messing up. And then I got all the chips back here and I graded them out as best you can, because never easy to grade chips, but at least it looks a little bit better back here now. That'll all degrade and basically just turn into compost, that whole area. All done here for this season. Load up the machines and take those home. The shed is getting delivered in the next few days to be put on the pad. And then, as I mentioned before, I'm going to be coming back in the spring to redo this whole backyard anyway, because it got all messed up from taking down the trees, grinding the stumps, and it was really just kind of moss and dirt before then anyways. So I will be coming back with either the Harley rake or landscape rake, doing some loam and hydro seed over this, and I'll try and film that when I do that. So this will be looking a lot nicer then, but middle of December right now, so can't really plant anything. I have to wait.